Hi Sam. Today, we're going to learn a new German word.
Baum.
Baum.
That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
Great question.
Baum.
Means tree in English. It's a common word, and it might remind you of the word bough, which refers to a tree branch. Just be careful, as some English speakers might confuse it with bloom, which actually means flowering.
I see. So how do we use
Baum.
in a sentence?
For grammar,
Baum.
is a masculine noun, so it takes the article.
Der.
The plural is.
Bäume.
In the present tense, you might say,
Ich sehe den Baum.
meaning I see the tree. In the past tense, you could say,
Ich sah den Baum.
and in perfect, it would be.
Ich habe den Baum gesehen.
The imperative form is,
Sieh den Baum.
meaning look at the tree.
Got it. So, it's
Der Baum.
and
Die Bäume.
Exactly. Now, let's talk a bit about the word's history.
Baum.
Comes from Old High German,
Baum.
and has been around for centuries. It's fascinating how it has remained quite consistent in meaning through the years.
that's really interesting. I didn't know words could have such long histories.
Yes. Now, let's break the word down a bit more.
Baum.
Isn't a compound word, so we can't split it like some others, but you can think of it as a root word representing nature.
I see, so there's no prefix or suffix.
Right. But let's look at some similar words. For example, words with the same suffix include
Museum.
meaning museum and
Problem.
meaning problem. Both follow a similar pattern.
And what about words with the same root?
Good thinking. Some examples include
Holz.
meaning wood or
Wald.
meaning forest. They all relate to nature in trees.
This is fun. Can we practice some sentences?
Absolutely. Imagine you're in a park. You could say,
Ich sitze unter dem Baum.
which means I'm sitting under the tree.
Ich sitze unter dem Baum.
Perfect. Now, in a different situation, if you're at a nature center, you might say,
Was für Bäume gibt es hier?
meaning what kinds of trees are here?
Was für Bäume gibt es hier?
Exactly. One more situation could be when you're hiking. You might say,
Ich habe einen großen Baum gesehen.
which means I saw a big tree.
Ich habe einen großen Baum gesehen.
Wonderful. Now, let's talk about some gender memory hints. Since
Baum,
is masculine, you might remember it because it ends with, which is often associated with masculine nouns.
That's a helpful tip.
For usage
Baum,
is quite neutral, so it can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Some typical collocations include
ein großer Baum,
for a big tree,
der Weihnachtsbaum,
for the Christmas tree, and
Baum fallen.
meaning tree fall.
I see.
And a common mistake to avoid is confusing
Baum,
with,
Blume,
which means flower. They might sound similar, but they refer to very different things.
That's good to know.
Now let's look at some example sentences to solidify your understanding. For instance,
der Baum steht im Garten.
means the tree stands in the garden.
Der Baum steht im Garten.
Great! How about this one?
Die Blätter des Baumes fallen im Herbst.
Meaning the leaves of the tree fall in autumn.
Die Blätter des Baumes fallen im Herbst.
You're doing so well. Another one is,
Wir pflanzen einen neuen Baum.
which means we are planting a new tree.
Wir pflanzen einen neuen Baum.
Baum,
It's
Der Baum.
Correct. And what's the plural form?
Die Bäume.
Yes. How do you say I see the tree in German?
Ich sehe den Baum.
Fantastic. What's the past tense of?
sehen.
Ich sah den Baum.
Exactly. Last question, how do you say look at the tree in German?
Sieh den Baum.
You nailed it. To summarize, today we learned about
Baum,
which means tree, its history, grammar, and how to use it in sentences.
This was really helpful, Alex. I feel like I understand it much better now.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll be using
Baum.
like a pro in no time. See you next time.